Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another quick vlog, and if this one's all over the freaking place, I'm very sorry. Heads up, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, not only because I'm very sleep deprived, but I just got back from PAX, which means that PAX is a very, very likely thing. I tend to get sick after these conventions. I don't know why. Maybe I just have a super weak immune system or something like that, but I always tend to get sick. Morgan's feeling really under the weather, and since we live together, there's a really high chance that she's gonna pass on whatever she has to me, so look out for that coming up here in the future. But I'm gonna do my best to not be sick. I've been sleeping a lot. I'm kind of groggy because my sleep schedule's off. For those of you guys who haven't been keeping up, we just got back from Seattle. We went to PAX West, which was an amazing time, but the big time zone change, it's like a whole 3 hours, is very confusing for my body and my brain, and so I've been sleeping a ton. I slept for like 11 hours or something like that. Morgan and I took a red eye actually Tuesday night because we decided to spend like an extra day in Seattle. The convention ends on Monday and we waited until Tuesday night to fly out so we could use the day to just visit the city, which we've never really had a chance to do. Like, we loved the city, but this was the first time we really got to walk around and explore and do a lot of the cool, fun, like sort of touristy things that we've always wanted to do there. So that was a blast. That was so good, but we took a red eye that didn't get into New York until Wednesday morning, so I've been all out of whack recently. For those of you guys who attended the stream last night, you'll probably notice that I was a little bit groggy, I was a little bit tired, and couldn't like read well. I was just very stuck in my own head. It's the reason this vlog is going up so late. Just been trying to recover and, like I said, not get sick. So I've been drinking a lot of water, I've been taking vitamin C, I've been getting lots of rest, so please don't worry about me. If I get sick, I get sick. It is what it is. It happens every single time I go to one of these things, but I'm crossing my fingers that this is the one time that I don't get sick. But it would all be worth it because PAX West was such a great time. I had such a blast. Like I said, in Seattle, Seattle's like the most beautiful city ever. It's so gorgeous. There's so much like greenery. There's so many trees. It's surrounded by water. There's like, I don't know, it's just such a really nice city to be in and just to walk around. The air feels so fresh and clean. There's no humidity like there is here in New York. That we're dealing with a heat wave currently, and the humidity is already killing me. I just want to go back. I want to go back to the West Coast. But PAX itself was so great. It was amazing to catch up with friends. That's like a big reason that I go, but also just to run into members of the community. I had a solo signing and it went great. It was legitimately one of the best groups of people I've ever had come to a signing. Everyone was really cool, really nice, just friendly people who were there to see me, and that meant a lot. I had a lot of enforcers actually after the signing come up to me and they were like, yeah, we were trying to like make small talk with some of the people in line while we were waiting for you to come out, and you know, we were asking if they wanted photographs or if they wanted signatures, and people seemed less excited about that part of it and more excited for just the chance to talk with you. And I was like, what? Oh, that means so much. And it did. It meant so much, and it was so apparent when I got out there and I got to talk to you guys face to face. I got to say thank you for your support directly to you, and that's like the big opportunity I want to give to people who get to make it to conventions. I love getting to know you guys, and I love that you guys have opportunities to get to know me. That's the type of community that I want to build, one where everyone feels welcome and we can just, you know, spend a little bit of time chatting together. So that really meant a lot. It was also really cool because I was worried no one was going to show up at all. You know, I always have this thing in my head where 5 people are going to show up to whatever thing I do. And even if it was only 5 people, I would have made it some sort of special time. I would have been like, all right, PAX security, I got this. It's only 5 people. Those 5 of you here, let's like form a semicircle around me and let's just like chat for an hour. That would have been really cool. I was prepared to do that. But we had a decent number of people show up. I don't know the exact count. I think it was somewhere around like 60 or like 60 plus people who showed up, but it was really, really nice. It was a nice little like intimate setting where they put us as far as the room goes. And like I said, I felt like I got very real one-on-one time with you guys. But Mark's signing was right after mine. So a lot of people who were signing or lining up for his signing weren't able to get into my line right away. And I was like, okay, that's something I completely understand. It's just the logistics of scheduling everything. But the PAX people did this really nice thing where they actually went by Mark's line, and I think they gave people like special wristbands or something, where they were basically like, hey, if you also want to attend the Girbeagly signing, you can take one of these wristbands, and what you'll be able to do is get in the line for his signing, and then when you get out of his signing, you'll be able to go back into whatever place you had in Mark's line so that you don't miss his and you don't miss mine. And that was like so nice of them, and I was like moved to the point where I legitimately almost cried when they told me they did that. And the fact that some of you were like, yeah, absolutely, I definitely want to take time out of my day to go do that. Like, the fact that there were a bunch of you who did that, thank you so much. Like, that is unbelievable. That means the world to me. So thank you very, very much for that. For those of you guys who just bumped into me randomly around the city, or bumped into me while I was on the convention floor, or Morgan and I actually ended up going to see the How Did We Get Here tour again, because Sean had his last show of this leg in Seattle during PAX. So we went to go see that, and that was really cool also. But we ran into a bunch of you guys after the show also. Thank you so much. You took time out of your trip, out of your day to say hello, and that means the world to me. So thank you for being a part of my experience and just enriching my memories and my experiences so much. This community is legitimately the best in the world, and anytime I go to one of these things, I'm reminded of that, just how much I love you guys and how much you mean to me. I had so many good talks with you guys. But yeah, this trip was amazing because of that. It was amazing because I actually got thrown onto a random panel. There was this panel that was called Game Smoochers, which was right up my alley. It was about like the dynamic of romance in the gaming industry, in its marketing, in what it means to like gamers, like how you interact with characters and universes and things like that. And it was just this really cool topic that I obviously have a lot of thoughts on. I play a lot of anime dating sims that you guys make fun of me for, but you'll see those on the channel all the time. And it's really cool to be able to have gone on stage and talk about something that I have a lot of knowledge on and that I am really passionate about. And I wasn't even really supposed to be there. I had missed the panel deadline window because I wanted to do a solo panel while I was at PAX West and just do sort of like a Q&A one, but I had missed the deadline for it. So I had, you know, resigned myself to the fact that I wasn't going to be able to do a panel. But then Catherine, those of you guys who know Very Tired Cat, Catherine hit me up and she was just like, hey, Sky Williams was supposed to be on this Game Smoochers panel and he dropped out, so there's an empty slot, and the creator of Boyfriend Dungeon, who is moderating the panel, needs an extra person. So I instantly thought of you because you play so many dating sims and games that involve romance. And she was like, do you want to be on it? And I was like, hell yeah, absolutely want to be on that. So I got to speak on that with a bunch of other panelists, including Catherine, because she was a part of it as well. And it was so cool to just be a part of that. I've never been part of like an ensemble one where we were talking about a specific topic. The ones that I've done before have obviously been with Ethan, and we just sort of do like Q&A stuff and tell stupid stories. And this one was more about a focused topic that, like I said, I have a lot of knowledge about and am very interested in. So for those of you guys who showed up for that, thank you so much for that as well. That was so great to be able to just sort of share my thoughts on something I love. And then afterwards, you know, I got to actually get to know some of the team members from Boyfriend Dungeon a little bit better because I went by their booth. I played the demo of that game. It's an amazing game. It's definitely going to be on the channel if you guys want to Google it. Actually, I'll put a link to their Kickstarter, which is doing really well, but you guys can still help out to help them reach stretch goals. But I'll put a link to that down below in the description because that's a game that's definitely going to be on the channel. It is right up my alley in every single way, and I think it's going to be a riot. But yeah, so I got to meet with them. I got to meet with a bunch of other indie devs. I also played the Spider-Man demo for PlayStation, which is like, god damn, that game is so freaking good. It's about to come out in like a few hours, and can't wait to get my hands on it. I don't know how soon it's going to be because this trip was really expensive, but I will definitely try to get that game on the channel as well, because playing the demo, I was just like, holy shit, I'm Spider-Man. This game is perfect. It's so damn good. But I'm really, really excited for that as well. But I did a lot more show floor walking than I typically get to. Something about this crowd there, even though they like sold out every ticket, it didn't seem as YouTube focused, but that's sort of like how PAX West is. It's more of like an industry dev driven PlayStation convention. So I didn't run into as many fans, and as a result, I got to sort of slip away from my handlers a lot more and go do my own thing and see the show floor and talk to game devs and check out a bunch of games that I'm really excited to put on the channel or to stream over on Twitch. So that was awesome. That was a really good time. There was a lot to see. There was so freaking much to see on the show floor this time around. And I ran into a bunch of you guys while I was there. And you guys were enjoying the games as well, and that made me so happy because a lot of the times I really worry that me playing games isn't anything that people are interested in, that they're only interested in me as like a YouTube personality or like a Twitch content creator. And as much as that's great to have that support, I also want you guys to enjoy the things that I actually make, which is, you know, videos on games. And I love games so much, which is, you know, really, really awesome to see members of the community engaging with that. So thank you very much for that. That really, I mean, not thank you for playing the game, but yes, thank you for supporting the game industry. Thank you for being here, not just for me, but also for the things that I create. That really was super flattering and cool. But besides all of that, I got to hang out with my friends a whole bunch. The whole group was a little bit split up this time because there weren't as many of us and not all of us stayed the entire time, but I got to like hang out with Mark and Sean and Ethan and a whole bunch of other great people, and that was great. That was just fantastic to be able to spend time with friends and catch up with them, because that's the other big part of why I go to these conventions at all, is to catch up with people that I only get to see like a couple times a year, and I'm always so sad to be away from. So I always do my best to like make the most of our time together. But at the same time, we weren't all like traveling in a big pack and like attached at the hip, which is something I enjoyed because I got to make my own schedule. Like I said, I checked out games that I wanted to see. I got to view the city, and it just felt like my own trip. I had such a good time just being myself and going out and doing the things that I wanted to do, so that I wasn't like, you know, dragging someone along in the group who didn't want to go see a specific game. It was just, I don't know, it was such a good time. I just am full of so many feelings, and like I said, if I seem all over the place and like my brain's frazzled, this is what's happening right now. It's because I'm still very, very drained by the trip. But yeah, very excited to get back here to making videos. I promise that more Life is Strange is coming. I know that people were bummed out that I didn't get more of that up while I was gone. I just didn't have the time. I had to like edit a million videos to even prep the amount that I had go up while I was at PAX. But at the same time, now I'm very like hypercharged and inspired to get back to making content. So I hope that you guys are excited to watch it as well. I promise I'll be doing way more Twitch streams. I have a bunch of other things coming up. I'm going to RockCon this weekend, which is it's spelled R-O-C-C-O-N. A lot of people were getting confused and looking up something called RockCon, like a stone and then con. That's not the same thing. This one's in Rochester locally. It goes from the 8th to the 9th, so just Saturday and Sunday of this upcoming weekend. And I have a solo panel there where I'm going to be talking about basically my experiences as a YouTuber. But don't really expect anyone to show up to that. I have some people here in Rochester who are fans, but I don't expect like a giant turnout or anything like that. I mainly was just attending because I was like, oh, I want to attend more local things and see what they're all about. So I have that to prep for. Unfortunately, I don't have to like travel very far to do that or get like accommodations. And then I'm going to be visiting Wade and Molly in Ohio later this month, and possibly going on some other trips as well. So still a lot to prep for. This month is going to be really busy for me. I'm very, very, very tired, but at the same time, very excited because like I said, things like PAX just invigorate me. They make me so happy that I have this community at my back. You guys are just the most wonderful people I've ever dealt with in my entire life. So thank you for supporting the things I do. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to go out to Seattle and make these experiences, like have these experiences. Just, oh my God, it's so fun. It's so freaking amazing that this is my job. Thank you for everything. I will never ever be able to say thank you enough for everything that you guys do. But yeah, there ends the vlog, I think. I think I'm out of things to say. If I think of anything else, maybe I'll tweet it out or share it on a live stream or something. But as of right now, my brain is just a fried potato. So I'm gonna sign off for now. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this vlog though. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video and favorite it. Also be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you. And as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.